Oh, wait a minute.
It's actually, I'm going to say exactly what we want.
Good morning, Councilman. All right, everybody ready? All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody on this Monday morning. We are now in the hands of Ms. Lisa Lambert.
This is the pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council, Monday, July 24th. We have appeals. We have requests for waiver of the noise ordinance on July 28th through the 30th, August 4th through the 6th, August 11th through the 13th, August 18th through the 20th, and August 25th through the 27th from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. This is on Dolphin Street.
Councilman Carroll.
We have requests for waiver of the noise ordinance in Melavana Park on August the 6th from 12 p.m. until 3 p.m. Public hearing today is a public hearing to declare the structures at 2559 Dome Street, 406 Michigan Avenue, 559 Plum Street, 7138 11th Street, public nuisances and ordering them demolished.
Just a
Mr.
minute. Are you going to talk to me about 406 Michigan Avenue? Okay, are we going to table that?
No, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. What we're bringing forward is to secure partial demo of what's existing and then secure the rest, which would require
What's the demo?
the roofing part that you see in the front that's
The,
flapping.
the overhang?
Yeah, just so that we can put a new roof on it. This is in the Linecoff Historic District, and it does meet the securing standards.
Where's Christine? I asked several times that we reach out to that owner. Have we not talked to him yet?
We've had no contact. They're not contacting us.
Is there a way for somebody to purchase that house?
I cannot force a sale, no.
Is that a property that we can get into the land bank and into the quiet title process?
That would be an owner's decision, I think.
Well,
But
we don't know who the owner
I
is.
do want to bring forward that if we move forward, and there's a bunch of ifs here, if we put a lien on the property, then that lien's not paid, there is a chance of municipal lien foreclosure on the back end.
Yeah, I know how that works.
Start with land bank. I don't think it's eligible, and it's
Why isn't it
when the
eligible?
county transitioned over to the new lien sale process, we kind of got locked out on.
Talking about the new state law
Yeah.
that kind of
We've heard that
convolutes.
may shift back because of Supreme Court case, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, I'm tracking that also. Have we come up with a attempt yet to change our law so that we can become parallel with the new state law so that we can get
We're
our
working
land
on it,
bank?
But the local delegation issue kind of got in the way this year.
Anything else, Mr. Davis?
I do, it's in District 7, and just an update, Ms. Gregory, we're looking to table this, and the reason being is the owner has done some extensive work, however, they didn't get a building permit, and they do have a stop work order at this time, so if we could extend it 60 days,
You want to just go ahead and lay it over 60 days?
that is correct, and that'll give the owner a chance, who did contact municipal enforcement, they are actively trying to seek to get the building permit.
Madam Clerk.
Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Reggie Hill, concerns regarding Lad Peoples Stadium, ARP, the budget, and ordinance 02032. Marion Dias would like to ask the council to consider implementing a prayer gathering on New Year's Day. And I did try to reach Ms. Dias to no avail regarding this. That she wants you all to basically declare a day of prayer, yeah. That this would be something that she could, put together on her own. Ordinance is held over 02032, amend section 2-62 communications with the council and 2-63 decorum.
We ready to move forward with what we agreed to? The changes after the meeting last week?
I have no objection to moving this item today.
Consent resolutions held over. 4743, declare the structure at 1005 Texas Street a public nuisance and order it demolished.
That house is already on the ground, isn't it?
And we would let's table it.
Yeah, Mr. Mason. Have you talked to the Masons yet?
At this point, we have not, but he did get a permit and he demolished it and it's on the ground.
Went through the proper process with the
That is correct,
ARB,
yeah.
COA,
Yes.
all that stuff. Unfortunate.
Madam Clerk.
03742, appoint the following members to the ARB.
Ms. Carroll.
I asked Mr. Linder to send everybody a copy of the amendment that I proposed last week for you guys to review and for comment. I think that was last Wednesday, Thursday, we sent it to them for, last week for you guys to comment. I was told this morning by Bruce that he's okay, but there's a date certain that needs to change. So I'd like to offer that date into the amendment so that it's written correctly with the date certain. Bruce, you got a date certain wording you want to make?
Yeah, next to the last sentence in paragraph D of your amendment, the term shall begin on the date of the appointment, period. Striking January 1 and the rest of that sentence. No need for the appointments to wait until January to start.
On the date of the appointment.
Right.
Yes,
We'll strike the rest of the sentence.
yes. Because the terms are already specified above.
Could we offer the amendment to the clerk so it could be automatically read in so we don't have to read the whole thing during council member meeting? I would appreciate it.
I've got a question, Mr. President.
Mr. Reynolds.
Why is number 3 in section D necessary at all? Can we just eliminate that? Yeah, I'm sorry, in section D, after, when it starts, the sentence starts middle of the paragraph, this shall be done in such a way so in any given year, one class of 3 board members shall come up for overlapping such a way, so in any given year, one class of 3 board members shall come up for reappointment. Is that sentence necessary?
I think so. Because it clearly defines the,
I think it's helpful to the intent,
Yeah.
to try to meld it with the intent of staggered
It-
terms.
it clearly-
Yeah, I'm just trying to eliminate, to make it more concise. It's very confusing to read it and understand it, you know?
There's no simple way to get to where we need to be there, but this might.
clearly defined.
I think we'll leave it.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Mr. President,
Ms. Davis.
so this ordinance, has this ordinance appeared on the agenda yet?
Well, the amendment.
No.
The amendment
This-
hasn't, but
right.
the ordinance has.
Yeah.
So this is an amendment to the existing
Right,
ordinance.
but the amendment has not appeared on the agenda yet.
No.
Passed the ordinance, but not the amendment.
So the amendment needs to be put on the agenda,
It is.
It is on the agenda.
okay? Are we going to move it forward?
It's up to the council. I mean, I'm okay with it following the rule, but I'd like it to follow the rule and pass the members at the same day. So if we could pass this with the current appointees at the same time, I would be pleased.
It's
Or
not that
appreciative.
big of a
Yeah,
change.
I'd just
Why
soon,
don't we
I'd just soon move it forward. If we can get unanimous consent to do that.
You wanna do that, Lisa?
Just refuse unanimous consent. I mean, just allow, just take it,
Everybody good with that? Reynolds? All right. Madam Clerk.
Councilors, I'm fine. I appreciate you guys.
58744, assess cost for removal of weeds. Repeat, Weedling Group 61, 37764, recommending approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a lounge retail liquor class 1 license for 2 Office West Tavern on Government Boulevard. 03793, concurring the appointment of Dr. Mary Stewart Nelson to Alta Point Health System Inc. Board. CIP resolutions held over. 21768, authorized contract with Integrity Maintenance for HVAC and electrical at the Michael C. Dow Amphitheater Sound Room in Trinity Gardens, $42,500. 21769, authorized contract with Integrity Maintenance for interior improvements and a new ADA ramp at the Hope Community Center, $193,600. 21770, authorized contract with Christian Prius Landscape Architecture for Phase 2 improvements at Lions Park, $64,250.
One more time, on the plaque that was there for, Coach Bivens, did we located it yet? Thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Resolutions held over, 08771, 772, are approving purchase orders for fuel. 08773, approved purchase order to Hughes 390 Services to clear stormwater ditch at Coca-Cola Road. 08774, approved purchase order to Armag Corporation for explosive storage magazine. 08775, approved purchase order to Deere and Company for utility tractor. 08776, approved purchase order to Mobile Communications America for handheld radar guns. 09777, reallocate monies from unassigned fund balance to general fund to the convention center account contributed contracted service to pay special assessment required by the baseline services agreement.
Explain, please.
So what, Mr. Carroll?
Explain the last one, Red. We're moving money from the general fund to do what?
We're truing up the NPID agreement. We pay 33.5% of the lodging taxes. That's the agreement.
It's the tourism improvement.
I'm aware of that. So, I mean, we're truing up. Is there a,
We budgeted on 3.6, we budgeted 3.2, or something like that. The difference is what we owe them, so that we're flush with this year.
based on this year's receivables?
Based on last year's lodging taxes.
Okay.
FY16.
Okay.
Good. 09778, reallocate funds from unassigned balance to the general fund to various capital projects in the capital improvement fund. 09779, reallocate funds from cruise terminal gangway improvements to cruise terminal cathodic protection. 21780, contract with Thompson Engineering for citywide bridge inspections. 21781, authorized contract with Cowles Murphy Glover and Associates for environmental study design and maintenance of jetties at McNally Park. 21782, authorized contract with Morrow Contracting doing business as Advanced Service Plus Plumbing Company for plumbing services at various city facilities, not to exceed 100,000. 21783, authorized contract with Samsara Inc. for fleet dash camera services. 21784, authorized contract with Osprey Initiative for development and delivery of litter-free education. 25785, accept an easement agreement from Moss to provide construction of the trail for 3 Mile Creek Greenway Trail segments. 6786, 787, 788 are authorizing settlement agreement and release of claims. Ordinances being introduced. 01033, ordinance to amend section 44-75D Mobile City Code, creation of an architectural review board. 34034, ordinance to amend ordinance 34028 2012 to extend and renew the capital improvement program.
Renew the capital improvement program. So this is, we're gonna add to it here also, right? It won't be renewed levelly. This is the add. It's both. Okay. Does it? No, I've seen that. Does it for the small request that I have? Does it require an amendment to redirect those funds to a specific program? It does not require that right now.
No.
Okay,
No.
and it won't in the future.
it shouldn't, you'll have to, there's some legislative issues you have to handle. And those are council
Do
issues,
they
but
need to be handled now is what I'm asking.
the short answer is no, not today. You're just renewing and extending.
I expect to have, Michael, we expect to have this to the administration and the council review, what, the next week or so? Right, can be done. So I mean, before we do anything, I want to make sure that we're all working in the same directions and we're not going to have any hiccups.
And you all may not have received my note about the fact that we have to, one, have this as a first read, and then two,
I'm not
on the
worried about
second.
if this is right. I just want to make sure that I'm in parallel or we're in parallel what you're trying to do here at the same time so that we don't put a spoke in the wheel in the wrong place is what I'm saying.
No,
I
you
want to
don't-
keep turning the right way.
Yeah, you don't have to, there's nothing that you need to do for the things that you want to do with regard to legislation. This is purely the renewal and extension of the funding. And this is not, the only capturing of the funding is that you have the 4 million is per district CIP, and then the other delineated areas. The timing, dealing with the Alabama Department of Revenue, that's within a week that we have to let them know that the council's acted on this. So that's the reason it's before you today. I plan to send the notice to Alabama Department of Revenue today after today's meeting, letting them know.
Talk more about this afternoon.
I'm not sure what y'all are discussing, but I think it's important to just make the public aware that this is the renewal of the 1 cent sales tax or extension thereof for 5 years. And it includes $4 million to each, or is to be allocated, $4 million to each city council district, $4 million for municipal buildings, infrastructure, and other citywide capital expenses. And to the extent proceeds exceed the projections, $4 million may be placed in funds for city infrastructure and other city capital expenses and community block grant eligible census tracts. Just making everybody aware.
Ms.
Well,
Gregory.
Yeah. And it's also important to note that this is $1 million more than what we have been using in the past. So 4 million rather than 3 million now.
And was 5 years, what, was that the term that was established on the previous amendment?
Those are the very first one
It was 5 years.
Scrolls over, yeah.
with the sunset, which is the 50th.
Anyone else? Madam Clerk.
$88,035, ordinance deeming property at 109 Jefferson Street not now needed for public or municipal purposes and authorizing the sale. Consent resolutions being introduced, 37,794, recommend approval to the ABC Board for issuance of a lounge retail liquor Class 2 package store license to Revive Liquor and Smoke on O'Shell Road.
What is this Jefferson Street?
No problem. 40, 795, 796, 797, 798 are declaring the structures public nuisances and ordering them demolished. Are we holding any of these over?
No,
Okay.
406 is going to be secured and stabilized.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I think,
798 was going to be held over 60
Yeah,
days.
760 days.
yeah, and then one is tabled, correct? I thought that was yours.
No,
That was
it's not
being
gonna be
tabled.
tabled 60 days.
Okay.
$67.99 and 800. Determine appropriations to Country Club Village Civic Association and Princeton Woods Homeowners Association serve a public purpose and approve payment. Resolutions being introduced, 09801. Transfer funds from general fund engineering, professional and technical to performance contracts for Events Mobile for the Moon Pie Drop, 140,000. 21.
Question.
Karen.
I've mentioned in the past that the Moon Pie Drop may need some additional funding in a year beyond what we've been giving them because of the magnitude So this is the additional funding that we talked about. Okay. That allows us to get the bigger, better acting, get out earlier so we get our New Year's. I appreciate it.
A 21802, authorized contract with Thompson Engineering for North Washington Avenue Street and Culvert repairs, $80,500. 21803, authorized contract with First Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church to repair and complete installation of sidewalks on Shelby Street, $19,500. 37804,
Yes, of course. How is that a contract between the city and First Hopewell?
Well, actually, it's a capital expenditure coming out of some capital discretion that I have, which was true capital discretion. The sidewalks are needed right there on the street in front of the church. The church did a major renovation there and has agreed to do the sidewalk. So it's a partnership between the city and the church to get the sidewalks done, where I'm actually dispensing the capital to get it done.
You said the money came from where?
Capital discretion, which is money that was used to be, as we call, true discretionary funds that eventually were moved over because of non-use into the capital line at the end of the year. And it was from previous years also. Some was from previous years and a little bit was left over from what I had in the last year, correct? Contingency, yeah.
All right, thank you.
37804, consider approval of a certificate of public convenience and necessity to Friends of African American Heritage Trail, Inc. to operate a shuttle service. 60805, 806, 807 are authorizing settlement agreement and release of claims. Call for public hearings. 41808, call for public hearing to rezone property located at 1408 St. Stephen's Road and 212 North Lafayette Street from R1 and B2 to B1, scheduled August 22nd. We need to change this if we have a runoff election. This is scheduled on the 22nd. So, well,
You don't know you're gonna have.
we don't know for sure if we're gonna have one. We have a problem. Call for public hearing.
You can push it 1 week, right? That's probably
Yeah.
what we ought to do. I mean, I know
So
these homeowners in this area are anxious to have this public hearing, but.
Yeah.
If, you know, logistically it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Push it 1 week.
Okay. Okay. 41809, call for public hearing to rezone property located at the north side of O'Shell Road, 340 feet east of Cosgrove Drive from R1 and B1, scheduled August 22nd. 41810, call for public hearing to rezone property located at 3901 Cottage Hill Road from B1 and R1, scheduled August 22nd. 41811, call for public hearing to consider the application of Ophir Transit Inc. for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to operate a non-emergency medical transportation service scheduled August the 8th. Announcements.
Council? Anything from the administration? We'll see each other at 10:30.